It's week 8. I'm a little Thor. Welcome to Countdown to Infinity Wars.
Countdown to Infinity Wars. Countdown to Infinity Wars. Yeah.
Hello and welcome to Countdown to Infinity War, where I watch all 17 movies in the Marvel Cinematic Universe leading up to the release of Avengers Infinity War, coming out in UK cinemas at the end of April. While I'm watching these movies, we're also looking at the timeline of the Marvel Cinematic Universe to see if it actually really does make any sense at all. So far we've only had one hiccup, and that is to do with Iron Man's age. If you'd like further information on why that's just a big mess, check out last week's video on Iron Man 3. Now this week we were going to be looking at Black Panther because it's the release of Black Panther in the UK cinemas. However, where I live we don't actually get some of the UK releases until a couple of weeks, sometimes months after their release. So while the rest of the UK watches Black Panther, I hope you enjoy it, please don't spoil it. I'm going to be skipping ahead a little bit and looking at Thor: The Dark World. So what effect does Thor: The Dark World have on the Marvel Cinematic Universe timeline, if any? To find out, let's have a look at the Marvel Cinematic Universe timeline. Okay, so this is the Marvel Cinematic Universe timeline as it stands at the moment. Did a bit of tidying up this week to make it a bit tidier, as it got a bit out of control, and to leave space for the up and coming movies coming soon. So over here is where we find Thor: The Dark World. So I've put it here. There wasn't actually anything in this movie to sort of pin down exactly where in the timeline it goes, except for something that Darcy says right at the end of the film. She says that last time Thor was gone, he was gone for nearly 2 years. So I've taken that from the idea that the last Thor movie happened in June 2009, based on a whole bunch of other stuff. So if he's been gone almost 2 years, I put him around about spring 2011, and it does feel like a movie that's sort of set in springtime. It doesn't feel like a summer movie when you watch it. The colours and the tones are very dark. Nobody's in shorts and t-shirts or things like that. So I've put it in spring. That just kind of feels kind of right. It's not definitely confirmed, but I'm going to put it there until otherwise proven wrong. Which means it actually takes place a couple of years before Iron Man 3, even though it's a movie that came out afterwards. Yeah, so there you go. But other than that, absolutely no other effect on the timeline as far as I can see. Well, that's everything from me. Thanks very much for watching. Next week we're going to be looking at Captain America: The Winter Soldier, unless by some miracle that my local cinema does actually get Black Panther, in which case we'll be watching that and having a look at that. But tune in for next week's episode. Thanks very much. Bye.